Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have the 9-0 Grom challenge guide. So this challenge is going to be out for 120 hours. It's going to be 9 wins, 3 losses with the option to buy 3 more chances for 1 gem each, which is really nice. Of course, make sure to stick around to the end of the video so you get all of the best brawlers and tips for every single map coming up in this challenge. And if you're getting any of these juicy offers in the shop, make sure you're using the creator code. If you want to support me, you can use code TOM in the shop. And also subscribe because we are so close to 200k now. Okay, so hopping into the first map, it's going to be on Hideout, a bit of a weird bounty map. But yeah, I'm just going to be playing some of the best comps in the background. So we have 2 very strong comps here. Either you can go and take a Sprout in mid. It's not going to be too much difference. I feel like Sprout is maybe a little bit better. But Tick's obviously going to be a little bit less kind of bad, essentially, against tanks. So Tick's a little bit safer, but I do feel like Sprout is better overall. So the first comp, obviously, you can see here, we have Leon, Piper, and Tick. We also have the Sprout, Nanny, and Byron comps. Now these comps are pretty good. I feel like obviously you'll have a thrower in mid, then you can have like whatever side you want. If you're playing Leon, I'd rather play him on the right hand side from your side, obviously, and then either like Piper or Nanny on the left. Nanny and Piper, both very similar. Byron's very good as well. I don't feel like there's too much difference between these comps. It's honestly just going to be how you play it. Obviously, with Bounty, you want to get that first blue star, so you're forcing those enemies to push you. Then it becomes a lot easier to kind of win. But yeah, not really a lot to add here. Just be careful of those Leon supers if your enemy is playing Leon. You don't want him to pop up. You want to just stay aware. Just be aware of like when he has super, and you should be fine. When he has super, you obviously want to group. Ideally, you want to, if you're playing a thrower, you want to push up to this left-hand bush where you can actually stay behind those walls and get pressure at the same time. Obviously, make sure you're using those Piper gadgets effectively when your enemy's weak. And yeah, apart from that, this map's honestly not too difficult. Now, the final comp I have for you here is actually an aggressive comp. So I think, personally, if you know how to play these aggressive comps, they can beat pretty much any comp that people are going to play on this map. Because it's going to be a lot of Piper, a lot of throwers, a lot of Leon. And yeah, honestly, tanks like triple tank, Daryl is so strong right now. He's probably the first tank I would honestly pick just because he is so strong. Yeah, I would go with like a Daryl Mortis and then a Rosa, a Frank, something like that. But yeah, you have these bushes. If you're playing Rosa, make sure you use that gadget that creates grass. You can make like a forest, and it's gonna make it even easier for you guys to pick up the win. But definitely go with the Daryl. And honestly, I feel like if you play tanks well, you just want to push up as a team, as you can see we're doing here, and kind of pinch them in together and just push them back until there's a good opportunity to kind of pick up kills and stuff like that. But yeah, I think tanks can pretty much be every single comp that people are gonna recommend to play here, and other people are gonna recommend. I feel like, yeah, tanks gonna be all these comps. I've watched a few videos of other YouTubers suggesting they're all very weak to tanks, so I feel like it could definitely be a good counter comp to go with the tanks here, especially because they are so strong with the gadgets. Also, the gadgets you should be using is the speed gadget and the shield gadget on pretty much every single brawler. Some tankier brawlers, you can remove that shield gear and go the damage gear, and it's going to be just fine. Okay, so the next map is going to be a bridge too far Heist. And now the main comps played here are going to be control comps, which means essentially you're just going to want to win your lane and then pick up pick up control on the map. Sounds very simple. So for gears, if you're playing mid brawler, which in these comps is going to be Pam and Sprout, I would definitely go shield and damage gear. If you're playing lanes, you have the choice between going shield and speed or shield and damage. Honestly, it's up to you. I went with speed and shield because there's a lot of grass on the sides and you can definitely get some good value from that. And yeah, for the comps, we've gone for Meg, Pam, Piper, and Belle, Sprout, Nanny on the other side of things. So obviously Nanny is going to counter those longer range brawlers like Piper, Brock, Belle. Sprout's a really good mid. Pam's also a great mid as well. I love the Meg here, to be honest, because I think when you get your super, you can just do absolute work in their spawn and you can just melt their safe. So I really do like the Meg pick here, to be honest. I think Piper's a really good pick. Also feel like Belle's very strong as well. Obviously, Sprout is going to be a good mid. If they have a Sprout, by the way, and you're playing Piper, make sure to use those Piper supers to break up the mid, or any supers that you have in your team. Break up that mid as much as possible, and it should be good. Yeah, Sprout's going to be really good. Honestly, this map is all about winning your lane, and then essentially getting as much damage as you can, but also while trying to maintain the lane. You always want to try and maintain that lane. But I really like the Meg pick here, especially because once you get that super, you can just get a ton of damage off of the safe. And yeah, either of these comps is going to be pretty good for you. You could also go Brock. Brock's a little bit more risky. It's quite hard to hit those shots, but it does have good damage. Honestly, I would probably go with the Meg Pam Pike, but I feel like that's a really strong comp and probably doesn't lose to a lot. And you can even go a tanky comp if you are feeling a little bit spicy. So the one I've gone with on here to recommend is going to be Byron, Daryl, and Bull. Obviously, the Byron is going to be playing mid, Daryl and Bull on the lanes. But I actually love this comp. I think it's so good. Daryl is just so good, can beat any lane with super pretty much, so pretty impressive there. Bull is eventually going to get super and be able to push up, just because they, like, in a 1v1 interaction on the lane, like, they just need to deal so much damage to take out either like the Daryl or Bull, that most of the time you're going to be able to win that lane. So I really think an aggressive comp's a good option here if you want to play it, especially because it's just so easy to get damage with Bull and Daryl. Then you obviously have that Byron for some heals and also just to add pressure. But yeah, I like this comp. But honestly, any of the comps I recommend here is very strong. Now for the final map, it's going to be Gem Grab on Gem Fort, of course. A very unique and OG Gem Grab map. Rosa, the best pick here in my opinion. You can win any lane. The fact as well that you should be using that grass kind of gear, also gadget. By the way, for gears here, everyone has to have speed and shield. It's the best by far. But yeah, you want to put those gadgets, you want to link up mid with the lane. And if you do that on both lanes, you can essentially just play around whatever in the map you want in the grass, and they're gonna have no idea where you are. So that's why Rosa is, in my opinion, the best Brawl on this map. But it pairs really well with a Tara because you have that sneak ability and a Jean as well, because Tara again can just be on anywhere on the map. Once you start linking those grasses up, you can literally just have like 2 abilities to essentially pull people, and they literally have no idea where you are. So I think that this comp we have here, the Rosa, Tara, and Jean, is very effective. But also you can go Pam, Rico, Sandy. That's also a pretty strong comp there. Pam's obviously going to be playing the mid. Jean's going to be playing the mid in the comp we are playing. But yeah, I really like the Tara here with the Rosa and Jean. I think it's the strongest comp. Obviously, make sure you're trying to focus on mid, getting those gems as much as possible. As for the lanes, you just want to be causing as much pressure as possible. Like, honestly, you just want to make sure there's never a point where you're kind of letting the enemies push up and kind of take down your mid. But honestly, I feel like, yeah, this is going to be fine for this map. I do want to show you this clutch right here because we managed to clutch up because of those abilities that we have. We just have such a strong like turnaround potential with the comp we have with Jean, Tara, and Rosa. Like, even if they have 10 gems, we can get it out so easily. And yeah, I absolutely love this comp. I think it's the best for this map. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I tried to keep it as simple and quick as possible. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.